Hey everybody, I'm going to try this again. I got cut off in the middle of the last post. I'm going to talk to you today about some savvy shopper tips. Some ways to get great deals all year long. A lot of people are going back to school right now and they're looking for some deals for the dorm room. Some of the kids have already gone back to school for the fall season, but there are ways for us as shoppers to get really great tips. I love to get a great deal, sometimes a great steal, and I want to share some of my favorite tips with you. One of the main things that I always do is I will go to the clearance rack. And there are certain times that I go to the clearance rack and look for deals. At the end of a season or at the very just after the season has ended, you will find that department stores want to get rid of the old merchandise. Everything that has to do with the previous season. Like for now, we're coming close to the time that you can get the best deals very soon on summer items. Once it's September, people don't want summer items anymore, so all the stores are trying to get rid of everything that has to do with picnicking, swimming, warm weather clothes, which in Florida we can kind of wear warm weather clothes most of the year, so that's a great deal for us. But for the rest of us throughout the country, you can buy those things that go with a certain season and pack them away for the next year. It's difficult to do for kids, but when you're buying those items for yourself, sometimes stores will add in some clearance items for the upcoming season in the children's department. So go to the children's department while you're shopping for yourself and get those extra steals there. Always double your discounts too. Find coupons and extra discounts on top of that clearance price. For example, I can go to Macy's at the end of the season, and as a card holder, I get an extra discount. Plus, they have a certain sale day where they will offer an additional discount off of the clearance price that's already 70 to 80% off, and I will get brand name like Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, great brand names, high quality clothing for $6, $12, less than I would pay for a cheap, poorly made item that I could buy at Walmart. So I can get high quality clothing for the same price or less than I get poor quality clothing if I buy it at the right time of the year and if I double my discounts. Same thing goes for any of the department stores, and if you're looking for coupons and you don't normally get them in the mail, always check Retail Me Not. In fact, it's better to carry that on your phone than have a whole purse full of paper coupons. So bring with you your Retail Me Not coupons pulled up and find what discounts you can add to the existing clearance prices. I always do that when I'm going to Stein Mart. That way I don't have to try to find the paper coupons. If you don't want to pay anything, another place that you can look is FreeCycle. FreeCycle is an online sales market that you can go and not purchase anything, but get something that somebody wants to get rid of, but they don't want to end up in the landfill. All you have to do is be willing to go pick it up. So be careful where you pick things up, of course. Make sure that it's safe, but it's a great way to keep things that are usable from going into our local landfills. Another thing that you can do to get things really cheap, especially furniture items and things that don't really necessarily wear out before people are ready to get rid of them, is go sailing, S-A-L-E-I-N-G, in your community at the local thrift stores and, better yet, yard sales. And if you pick the right time of the day on a Saturday to visit that yard sale, say at the end of the yard sale hours, 12 to 1, you will get the best deal because people do not want to put that stuff back in their house, nor do they want to have to load it up and take it to Goodwill. So they're willing to practically give you things. I got a whole set of Mikasa china for $20. That would have normally cost me at least $200 for the set. A couple of the pieces were chipped, but other than that, it was perfectly fine. And I could bolster the pieces that were missing out of that china set by buying them online. So there are places to get those things too that are at discounts. You can go to outlet malls to get some discounts, but sometimes they're not discounts. So one of the main things you need to know when you're getting a bargain is to know what things are worth before you shop. Do your research. Know what the regular retail should be. Know what the regular sales prices should be on something. The better researched and prepared you are, the better a deal you're going to get. Fridays and holidays are great times to get a discount. Every store has a sale on a holiday. So every holiday, it doesn't matter how minuscule the holiday might be, it's going to be a sale because the retail market wants to draw customers in on holiday. And Friday's a better day to get a good selection on that holiday weekend. Less people are available to go shopping on Friday. So if you can get into the store on Friday, you get the best deal and you get the best selection. So that's the best time to go shopping for sale days. And certain items are going to go on sale certain times a year to get you the best deal. There are certain times that car dealerships are trying to get rid of their last year models. So look that up. Every year that happens at the same time. Big ticket items like grills are going to go on sale the most the time before that season starts, which sounds like an odd time. It's an anti-end of season rule. The end of season rule applies to fashion, but other items like appliances are going to apply to the seasons when people use it the most, because that's when people are in the greatest competition to get customers in the door. They know if they can get you in to buy that big ticket item, you'll buy everything that goes with it. So they're willing to actually discount it below their competitors to make that sale and increase the volume of their sales during that season. So know what those seasons are. Like, for example, if you didn't manage to get your big screen TV on Black Friday, which is really the best time to get something like that. Technology is always best at Black Friday and Cyber Monday. But if you don't get it then right before a big sports event like the Super Bowl is a great time for all the people who are trying to sell those big screen TVs to be most competitive with their prices. So that's when you look for those kinds of things. You want to look for all the items that go with your pool right at the beginning of summer season. You want to make sure that you know what seasons the makeup and cosmetics and skincare goes on sale. Most of the department stores will give you free gifts. So don't ever buy makeup or skincare unless you're getting the free gift. And it will happen every spring. It will happen sometimes once in the summer. And it will happen once in the fall. There's never a gift right at Christmas time. And there's never a gift right at Valentine's Day, because they know people will buy without the gift. Make sure you know how low you're getting when you're running out so you can always get the gift. If you get the gift with your cosmetics, you are really not paying more for higher end cosmetics because you're getting all of this gift with it. Then it costs you about the same for your product as it does to buy grocery store items, which are lower quality and not as good for your skin. So you get something that's more beneficial for your skin by buying the higher quality, and it will last longer because you don't need to use as much of it, plus you get all of that free gift with it. So make sure that you capitalize upon the right time to buy cosmetics too. Do your research. Certain things are always provided on Black Friday. I will always get poinsettias on Black Friday. I will always get small household appliances like a toaster or a blender on Black Friday because they practically give them away to get you in the store. Pressure cookers, slow cookers, those kinds of things, you can always get those at a great deal, almost a steal on Black Friday. So if you're waiting to get one for somebody in a dorm room, you might want to see if they can do without that small household appliance until Black Friday, because it really is a lot cheaper. I've bought a toaster for $5 on Black Friday before, and you can usually get blenders for $10 on Black Friday. So make sure that you capitalize upon those yearly discounts and deals that always happen on Cyber Monday and Black Friday. Brand new items that have just launched in the technology world are probably not going to go on sale until the following year, just because they know people will buy it anyway. It's a supply and demand market. So be aware of that. Don't expect to get the brand new Apple Watch on Black Friday for a deal, because they don't have to. But other things, they definitely will discount because it's so competitive. Always, as far as what you get in a store as a gift, courtesy can go a long way, and you can get extra gifts often added into your bag, extra samples added at the cosmetics counters, if you just are nice to the person. I mean, a little sweetness, a little sugar will get you just a little bit more added in with your purchase. So always be nice. Plus, you should be nice anyway. These people have a hard job. They're on their feet all day. So be courteous, be nice, even if it doesn't get you anything other than making your day and theirs better. It could get you more than that if you're really fortunate and that person really likes you. So, but at the very least, you should always make sure that you're going to get some kind of samples and extra gifts with your cosmetics. Another thing that you can do with retail stores is you can price match. Most major retailers will price match. So know which retailers offer the best warranties and the best customer service. That's your favorite. Then you go and you find the best prices. You bring that ad in to the retailer that you like to work with because you know their track record as far as customer service and standing behind their product, and you see if they will match. And if they can match, then you get the best price and the best customer service. So that's another thing to be aware of. And you can do that sort of thing on Black Friday too. They can't always honor it. I had one situation where they couldn't honor the price, and so I went ahead and went with what was the cheapest price. But you can decide whether that's worth it to you, because some things are better to pay more money for and get a higher quality product. To me, shoes, I'd rather get as cheap as I can, but there's only so cheap I'm going to go on shoes. I can find some really great bargains after the end of the season on shoes, but I'm not going to sacrifice comfort because that has to do with my health. How good my shoes are and how well they support my body, that makes me able to function or not function. So that's important to me to have good quality shoes. But again, I mean, I'm not going to pay $200 for a pair of shoes. I'm not going to pay $100 for a pair of shoes, but I will get the best deal I can without sacrificing quality. So there are certain things that you need to pay for. But budget for all those kinds of expenses. Make sure that you have it in your budget to know what you need to pay for certain things throughout the year, and if you've got it budgeted in, you will have the freedom to be able to play with the times of the year that you can buy it, because you'll have a set aside fund to shop with. Another thing that you can check too to do your research is social media. Sometimes social media can be a good thing, and you can find the best service providers and the best products by checking with your friends on social media to see what they like and what they've already used. Let somebody else be the guinea pig for you and find out what works for them, especially when it comes to service providers. Always check the Better Business Bureau before you hire a service provider, and always check on social media to find out who has already used these local service providers and found them reliable and courteous and honest. That's very hard sometimes in certain industries to find people that you can trust to come into your home, and if they are going to be in your home, you definitely want to be able to trust them, and you don't want them to tell you you need repairs that you don't need. So always check on that. And there are times when those types of services, maintenance services, are not in high demand and they might cost you less. So, like for example, don't wait to maintain your air conditioning until summer. I know it's hard to remember that, but do your maintenance on your air conditioner in a season and an off season. It's going to be cooler for the service provider. They will be able to work you in without an emergency, and you'll have all that maintenance done so that it won't break down in the summertime. So that's just one example, but lots of things are like that, where there's seasons where these things are less in demand and you can get a better deal. In fact, some companies will offer coupons, but don't just go by the coupon, because sometimes that's a lure to get you in and the service provider might not be good after all. So always check with your friends and check with the Better Business Bureau. And keep in mind, on the Better Business Bureau, you do want to take, some people always are going to complain, and they'll never be satisfied. So take the complaints you read with a grain of salt. Read them carefully. See what kind of personality this person might have that made this comment. You don't want to punish a service provider for one person's bad comment about their services. So again, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you got some great shopping tips that you can use throughout the year. What are your favorite shopping tips? If you'll go to divineencouragement.com and comment, we can all kind of pool our ideas together and help one another bargain hunt. I hope you have a great week and a great start to your fall season, and you'll be able to save enough money to enjoy your Christmas this year, and do it gradually as you shop gradually, not just right before Christmas. Have a great day. Bye-bye.